InArt. We got to talk about this. Kiko is, I think, just chomping at the bit to talk about this one because, Kiko's Afro Joker, he's probably not thrilled with that. But we have there's a couple things I want to share. So InArt shared a photo of their Superman that they're going to be showing at an upcoming con. It looks like in about a week on July 28th. So this is the video that they put out there of this BVS Henry Cavill Superman. A collector went ahead and posted on one of the groups and posted a side-by-side of the Hot Toys and the InArt. Not a super high-res photo, but at least gives you a general idea as to how this looks. What I commented on the InArt video, and I do stand by this, I do think this prototype is not looking too hot. However, neither did the Aragorn, if you remember when it first was announced, and then InArt went back to the drawing board and made it look as, I think that might be the best head sculpt I've ever seen. So that head sculpt is incredible. This Superman, I'm not crazy about. Kiko. I've started to catalog the InArt announcements, release schedule, everything, just like I do with Hot Toys. Obviously, it didn't take me too long to do that, but I will say with this InArt Henry Cavill, I'm not this head sculpt looks kind of, I don't know how I want to describe it, like a really good sort of almost custom or really good third-party head sculpt, but it doesn't to me look high-end. What do you think?
I tell you what, the designers at Star Ace, when they got their job at InArt, really, really lucked out. Dude, is it bad? No. Just being honest. Is it bad? No. Is it InArt quality? It certainly as hell better not be, because you can look at that and tell who it is, but you also can't tell who it is because there's just something off. And I've even saw a side-by-side like of Henry as well as this, and it's closer when you're looking side by side than you realize. And I kept trying to go back and forth to see, like, what is it? And I still can't tell what it is about it. It's almost like he looks scared. He doesn't look like he's very, if you go back to that Hot Toys picture, it looks commanding. Like, I'm here to fuck you up type of thing because I'm Superman. Right. That one looks like, hey, I'm here to fight Zod. Don't hit me, though. He looks scared. Some along those lines. But here's my thing about InArt. Is it good enough? No, it's not good enough. And I know so many people are tired of me bashing it. And I bashed Hot Toys earlier on in the show. Okay. It's not like I'm sitting there just continually looking for stuff to cry about, but you got to improve. And for all those people that said they've only released one figure, cut them some slack. Yeah, I know. So they're like, well, Jill, don't worry. If I would much rather have 3 perfect releases a year than 50 terrible things that Hot Toys pisses out. Do you really? Who even knows when this will be coming out? And they're like, well, we got 2 to 3 years for them to get this right. Do you realize that we'll have seen a new on-screen Superman by that time? Will you even care about this? It's so frustrating to me because everyone's like, okay, well, InArt's a startup company. No, it's not. It's part of Queen Studios. I mean, they have been around, okay? It's not like they're just in mom's basement trying to put these things out. You cannot hype yourself as the new, we're putting the heat to Hot Toys. You wouldn't be getting this new Anakin if it wasn't for InArt doing what they do. So you better be thankful, and count your blessings that InArt is putting the fire under Hot Toys' ass. Okay, but as I said, if they don't put anything out, each day that ticks by, I feel they lose interest, people lose credibility, and you lose money at the end of the day because they could release the Michael Jackson and Daenerys. I know we're talking about Superman right now, and I still would be like, oh, talk to me in 5 years because that's what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I love to hear your thoughts as always, Kiko. Man, for me, I am hopeful they're going to pick this one up. This is not going to be a figure I'm going to pre-order no matter how good it looks. I mean, I like Superman. I don't love Superman. And people have to remember, this looks like the sculpted version to me, but with the rooted version, that's probably going to be $450 to $500 for that, right? So if not, maybe even more than that. So this is something you got to factor in. This looks like a sculpted version. Maybe it's $400 or $375 or whatever the case may be. But I'm not I think the suit looks good. The cape generally looks good from what I can see of it. Can't see all of it, obviously, but the head sculpt, you're right. He doesn't quite have, I think it's almost like something with the paint apps, the expression. I don't know. Something's off, right? But I think it can be fixed. Josh, is this InArt Superman good enough for what they're going to be charging for it and what the market is like right now?
No, I don't. And I'm not shitting on InArt. I actually think they do put out amazing stuff. But I feel like with this, specifically this one, you know, if you're gonna charge double a Hot Toys figure and then claim it's like the best of the best, like I look at this head sculpt, and while it, like, you know, facial structure wise, it does look better. I really do think it looks better. But when I look at this figure, I feel like there's not enough. What's off for me is there's no life in the face. This is clearly a toy model. This is clearly a model. It looks great, but it's a model. And I don't have an answer to how to make it look more like life, like put life into it, right? I don't know if it's the eyes. I don't know if it's maybe like it needs to be a better mouth expression. I don't know. But I feel like it's like, that's the word. It's missing life. And no matter what way you pose this figure, it's going to look like a Las Vegas wax model in like a wax museum.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that will make this look exciting in any pose, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem for me. Like, you're going to have a posable, expensive figure. It needs to look good in any way you pose it.
Right. Yeah, because the Hot Toys, like Kiko said, does have personality, Josh. But the InArt one, like the InArt one is objectively, I think, a better head sculpt with better paint apps, it looks like to me. The lighting's obviously different in these photos too. But, you know, I think the Hot Toys one, it just has more personality. Like you see the brows are a little bit more stern. Like you can see just, it has more.
It looks like he's about to fuck your shit up.
Yeah, exactly. So InArt needs to change something like that. I don't know, because it just looks basic right now.
But do you think this is an iconic 1/6 artistic piece, as someone said in the comments?
It looks amazing, but it also could just be lighting, like really good lighting.
Yeah. InArt does light and photograph their photos sort of pretty well, as do Hot Toys. But I don't think the Superman is I think it's a collector photo, the Hot Toys one. I don't think it's like,
I mean, it's not going to compare.
Right. It's not a promo photo. So, but I will say I do think InArt is going to win as far as the likeness is concerned. But, you know, with the Aragorn, when they originally showed that, like I mentioned, I thought the Aragorn was like pretty solid, pretty good. And then they put out the update and I was like, okay, that's way better. And I think that's what they're going to do here. I think they're going to update. They even updated Batman Pattinson and it got better on the update too.
So I'm just getting so tired of us not having anything to compare it to other than the damn Joker. I'm so sick of that. Like, when can we at least have something to be like, okay, they've hit 3 in a row now, you know, can they keep this going? I'm just tired of hearing myself talk, you know, at this point, because it's the same thing over and over.
Right.
The reveals are getting old, man.
Yeah, it's true. But I do think we're going to see Gandalf and Pennywise sometime soon. I think Gandalf will happen probably next month or September. So I think he's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Kiko. You know this. I'm with you. I love InArt, and I've been one of their biggest.
At that rate, it's one a year then, because like if it's going near September, because Joker came out early November, December, that's one a year. That's not sustainable, man.
No, it's not. I mean, because I started cataloging the numbers and the results and everything. I think the Joker was announced March 22nd, 23rd of 2022. So it's been almost a year and a half, and we've had one release in a year and a half. And I get that was our first figure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
I should. I'm really trying to mute myself so I don't interrupt.
No, go ahead, dude. What's up?
Do you know how many Hot Toys have released in the past month?
Dude, I know
like
how many in
30?
the past 6 months.
Yeah, like 16 or something.
Yeah, well, it's like almost
absurd.
50 in the past 6 months or 7 months. Yeah.
I actually kind of feel bad for collectors
because of how many invoices they're getting.
It's really rough, dude. It's rough for everybody. Like it's See, like it's one thing to be like really excited for a release. It's another to get hit by 8 pre-orders at once.
Right. Well, that's why, dude, pre-ordering, you just got to be super selective, man, because
you have the funds ready.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why, like, you know, Josh, with the pre-orders I have with you, what I'll do is I'll pay you the NRD and then I'll set that money aside in a separate account. So then when you invoice me, I have the money. So that's basically paid off.
I'm working on a custom payment plan because I'm finally learning like, oh shit, with all these releases, like I get why people want payment plans now.
Right.
But I never expected that. So I'm actually working on a custom payment plan option to start at pre-order.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I want it.
Well, because if you could do 5, 6, 7 payments on a hot toy or something, that would just help people.
It would work based on like the estimated release days. So you'd have like 2 years, and then if you pre-order it within 6 months, it'll be 6 months. And want to do something like we're still gonna have Affirm and Afterpay, but like, wouldn't it be cool to have like a 2 year in advance?
Right. Yeah, that would be dope. Well, guys, let us know in the comments below. I mean, the poll right now we're running is pretty one-sided. 75% are saying it's not good enough. 25% are saying it is. I think they're going to update it. I think they just they rushed something out there, which is, you know, I think, you know,
maybe that is rushing. They are taking their damn time.
They have to.
Yeah, that's true.